Alrighty, so today we're going to be talking about 3 dividend stocks for July of 2020 that I think are some awesome deals. So let's just get started right away. First up is Walgreens Boot Alliance, ticker symbol WBA. 52-week low is $36 for this stock, and it's still pretty close to that low. If you look at Walgreens earnings, you can see that they've fairly steadily increased over the last 3 years by at least 5%. We've got some solid yearly earnings. And something I've been looking for recently with the whole COVID-19 situation is how companies' earnings have been affected recently. So if you take a look at the fourth bar there, that's Q1 earnings for Walgreens, it's actually higher than almost all of 2019 quarterly earnings, meaning Walgreens is making more in 2020 so far than they were in 2019. And I think if you take a look at their business model, which is mainly a pharmaceutical company, their business model isn't going to be hurt right now by COVID. I mean, they have a pretty COVID-proof business model, which is awesome for investors. So this is definitely one stock that I'm going to take a look at. Now, I don't know how much this means to you guys, but Walgreens also has a payout ratio of 30%, which is awesome. This means that they're only paying out 30% of what they make towards dividends. So as a dividend investor, this means you can get a constantly increasing investment. Their dividend currently is about 4.5%, but they've increased it steadily for the last 44 years, which is awesome. Next on my list is AT&T, ticker symbol T. If you take a look at their 52-week range, you can see that their stock price right now is pretty close to lows. AT&T pays out about a 7% dividend at the moment, which is awesome. Unfortunately though, and this is a red flag for me, their payout ratio currently is over 90%, which means to me that they'll either have to quit increasing it as much or cut a dividend. But I don't see that happening, as AT&T is also a dividend aristocrat, meaning they've increased their dividends the last 25 years. Another good sign for me when I look at AT&T earnings, I see that the company's market cap is $200 billion. Their quarterly earnings have been $40 billion plus. This means that in a year and 3 months, they will have revenue that exceeds the entire market cap of the company, which is a very good sign that this company is undervalued. Also, and this is fairly similar to what I said with our last stock, but AT&T's business model is almost COVID-19 proof. I mean, people are going to need cell phones. They're going to need to contact one another. This isn't a business I see being extremely affected by coronavirus. My third stock pick is much lesser known, and that's Cyberbank of Russia. One reason I like this stock is that it kind of diversifies your portfolio into a foreign market. So if you take a look at this company's earnings, they're insane. That T is trillion, yes, trillion, while the company only has a market cap of about 60 billion. And this is because a lot of Cyberbank is owned by the Russian government, which is a good thing for investors, because the Russian government isn't going to let this company fail. They've just got too much money in it. They own over 50% of the bank. I see this as a good thing for investors, honestly. You've also got something really cool with the Cyberbank of Russia, and that is that they are into crypto mining, meaning they've bought ATMs that are capable of mining crypto. So if you want a little more exposure in your portfolio, buying Cyberbank of Russia will get you into crypto as well. Last reason I find Cyberbank of Russia such an appealing buy is because you're not just buying into a bank. This bank has trillions of dollars. You're buying into the Russian economy. You're basically buying a mutual fund of Russia. This bank has grown exponentially over the years, along with their dividend. The only red flag for me is that this company has only been public for a few years, meaning that there's not enough research on it to get a valuable estimate of how it will act in the future. All right, guys, this has been one of my first videos. So if it's really choppy and bad, just stick in there. Thanks for checking in. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing.